Footwork is the best defense in boxing. It keeps you balanced, lets you defend effortlessly, set up powerful punches, and take control of the ring. In this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know to master your footwork and move like a pro. Let's get started. When using your footwork, you must be balanced at all times. Don't lose or break your stance. Move both of your feet with the same amount of distance to keep a good stance. If you cross your feet, you'll become off balance and easier to knock down. Make sure to land on your toes and not your heels. You can step back to defend any punch. To step back effectively, push off the front leg and step back with the back leg and then land on both of your feet. This move defends all punches, but if you overuse it, you can end up trapped in a corner. So you must be aware of your surroundings and be ready to cut angles. When punching with your footwork, you want to move first, then plant your feet, then punch. This will give you power into your punches. Or you can punch and move at the same time as well. The L step allows you to move out of range while cutting angles at the same time. To do the L step, bring your lead foot back, while at the same time bring your rear foot to the side. Then reposition your lead foot to get back into your stance. Use the lateral step and circle your opponent to catch your breath, or take time to figure out your opponent while being out of range. To do the lateral step, it's pretty much the same way of doing the fundamentals, but you're just pushing off the opposite leg to go the direction you want. To move to the right, push off the left leg to your right, and step to the right with your right leg. Then bring your left leg back into your stance. You can do it in a regular stance or a square stance, but keep your guard up when circling your opponent. Shifting is a footwork move where you temporarily switch stances to close the distance, apply pressure, or give your opponent a different look. It's pretty much you pivoting forward off the lead foot, then bring your back foot forward. This will make you shift and switch your stance. The step shuffle is one of the quickest ways to change angles to attack your opponent, and is a move often linked to Mike Tyson. To do the front step shuffle, with your front foot, take a small step forward and slightly to the side while keeping your head off the center line like you're slipping a punch. Then, do the shuffle by moving your rear foot to your lead foot, while you hop and switch stance at the same time to a new position at a 90-degree angle. On the other hand, the back step shuffle is done with your back foot first. To do the back step shuffle, bring your rear leg forward and slightly to the side, while moving your head off the center line. In this case, you'll be switching your stance for a second, then step back into your stance with the shuffle by hopping and twisting your body. Don't rush the learning process. Start slow, then speed it up as you get better. Keep your feet apart and stay in your stance. No matter what direction you're going, don't break your stance or cross your feet. If your feet is close together, crossed or both feet are in a straight line, you'll be off balance. You won't be able to punch properly because you can't rotate your hips for power, and it will be easier for you to get knocked down. And we don't want that to happen, so let's keep our feet apart. Some extra tips that will help you improve your footwork is jump roping. It will help you get used to being light on your toes. You can also do some rounds of shadow boxing of you just moving around only, and another round with punches included. Also, jogging and running is another great way to help improve your footwork. You want to watch and learn from the best. Study the footwork of legends like Muhammad Ali, Vasily Lomachenko, and Sugar Ray Leonard. Watch how they create angles, control the ring, and stay balanced no matter what. Then, try to incorporate what you see into your own practice. Remember, practice makes perfect. Footwork takes time to master, so consistency is key. Dedicate a portion of every training session to footwork drills. Over time, you'll notice improvements in your balance, speed, and ability to move in the ring. If you apply these techniques and drills consistently, you'll see a huge difference in your boxing skills. What's your favorite footwork technique? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more boxing content.
Footwork is your foundation. You must be balanced at all times. It's used to attack your opponent, stalk your opponent, or escape. The power of your punches come from your hips and legs. When using your footwork, if you want to move forward, move your front leg first and your back leg follows. If you want to move backwards, move your back leg first and your front leg follows. If you want to move to the left, move your left leg first and your right leg follows. If you want to move to the right, move your right leg first and your left leg follows. You want short steps, not too small, not too big, more like medium. Your stance is your default. It's where you start and reset, whether you're attacking or defending. When it comes to your set, all you gotta do is bring your hands up, chin down, relax your elbows on your ribs, put your thumb to your cheekbone, and connect your pinky to your other thumb. You should be able to see over your fists and see your chin in the mirror. Next, you want to keep your shoulders relaxed. For the lower body, just squat or bend your knees a little. Don't lean. You should be able to be balanced on both feet. Both feet apart. Use an imaginary line between your feet to guide you on your foot positioning. Keep your front feet flat and your back feet on your toes to move around quickly. And last, just pendulum, relax, breathe, and always keep your eyes on your opponent. Footwork and blocking. So pretty much you're just moving in a circle. You step back 2 times and then you circle left or right. While you're blocking, you can catch the hooks, parry the straights, shell up, block your body, catch the leg kicks. You just keep on blocking and circling out. You just move back, use your footwork and block. Do not just use your footwork thinking that your footwork is enough. It is not enough. You have to block while you're circling out. So when you circle, make sure you're just not going straight back in one line because you will eventually run into a wall. So you circle, defend your head, body, and legs non-stop. Okay, so you've got the front foot pivot, which is used to cut angles and counter your opponent. And you also have the back foot pivot, which is used to stalk your opponent. So when you pivot, you can either pivot to the left or you can pivot to the right. So when it comes to the front foot pivot, it's used to cut angles and counter your opponent. It's useful when someone is moving towards you. All you have to do is just move out the way and let them pass by. So to be able to do the front foot pivot, all you have to do is just keep your front foot still and don't lift it up. Now, when you spin, just tiptoe off the front leg. As far as the back leg, push off the back leg in the direction that you want to spin. After you push off the back leg, just make sure your feet land back in your stance while keeping your balance at the same time. You can also throw a lead check hook when you pivot off the lead side. Just make sure you punch and pivot at the same time. The punch and your feet should land at the same time to keep your balance. Now, when you pivot on the rear side, that's just to cut an angle on your opponent if he's standing still or stationary. Now, when it comes to the back pivot, I usually use it to stalk my opponent if he's moving in a circle left and right. If your opponent is circling you or cutting angles around you, you can stalk him with the back pivot. So all you got to do is just keep your back foot still and move your front leg in the direction your opponent is moving. Make sure to keep your balance and stance as you do this. Okay, so have you ever been in a situation where you felt vulnerable because you didn't know how to defend yourself? Well, I'm sure we've all been in that situation before. That's why it's important to know how to fight. If you really want to know how to defend yourself or to even become one of the best fighters in the world, then join my Patreon membership and I got you. You'll learn the art of boxing, kickboxing, and MMA. You'll get access to all my tutorials, all my training videos, and behind the scenes footage. You can also buy specific tutorial videos if you want as well. My Patreon link will be in the video description. I'll also offer private lessons as well. Just hit me up and we'll get you right.